Well, we'll talk a little politics or more geopolitics. I haven't for a while. In this climate, it's really not acceptable. But I heard a thing that bothered me the other day about they want to extradite Ukrainians out of Poland and Germany. I think they're actually doing it, though. How people would stand for this, but they're doing it. Now, Europe has always had wars, endless wars. I mean, this just keeps going on and on. Uh, finally after World War II, things kind of cooled down, but then, of course, we got to get involved and go in there and stir up a conflict anytime we get a chance. Otherwise, there's a chance that things could have calmed down. But no, we got to keep it brewing. Well, I remember, when my grandfather on my dad's side, when he came over from Germany, he was a little kid, but at the time, the idea was to get out of Germany because, like I said, the European war is constantly ongoing, especially in Germany. At that time, it was the Kaiser looking to brew something up. So he came over here, and this was not uncommon. A lot of these people in this country now, you'll find them in like groups of different nationalities where one of them would come over, get established, and then they would start bringing over other family members. And that's how it happened here. And in the area where I grew up, it was Germans. Um, so they're all kind of related in a way. But he came over, and I think he worked for the railroad at first, and then he started working for a farmer. And he kept saving up money and finally bought a farm, got married, had a pile of kids. I think there was, 7 sons and 2 daughters. But which is every farmer's dream at that time, if you can get built-in hired men, that's the idea. Until they get tired of working and revolt. But when he died, he was able to give each of those kids a farm with a quarter section of land. But how would that be if the Kaiser would have wanted to extradite him back to Germany? Would that have made sense? In fact, some of the sons went back here to fight the Germans during World War II. That seems like a crazy idea to me. The idea that you would extradite people who had the brains to get out of there when they could see what was happening. And you want to drag them back into that mess. And they will be used strictly for cannon fodder. They will be used for mine clearing is what they'll be used for. Like you used to do with livestock. Herd them across the minefield in front of you. It's a really bad idea. But it made me think, I went and looked again today to see, when I was born actually the same year that Eisenhower became president. So for 8 years, he was the guy, And in his farewell address, he could have been patting himself on the back and saying all that, but what he was doing was warning about the consequences of the military-industrial complex. That's where that whole phrase came up. And it's funny because I checked and that video on that is still up. Though I would think they would really want to take it down because everything he warned about, that he cautioned people to be on the lookout for, has happened. Every damn thing. But it's still there. But you think about what this country was at that time and what it's become, this is just a nightmare. But one of the things, my grandfather bought all that land, but he also bought this land up here that I am on. This was bought for pasture land because not only farming, he got into cattle too. So each of the sons got 40 acres of pasture land, which I have ended up with, which is a nice legacy to have. It's a pretty good sized chunk of some pretty nice ground. And it's rough enough that it can't be farmed, so it's pasture. But I think you should go on back, look at his farewell speech, and it just rings so damn true. Like I say, he didn't have to, but he was warning you, and he did not heed the warning. Yeah, that's enough. I've given up on, as I look at it, I see this is so far gone. There's no rescuing this situation. It has to completely fall apart, which I think is bound to happen. But it's a shame that people let this get that far. It's just disgusting. Well, don't make it too long. I tend to, like I say, I haven't done a political speech for a while, but that's not true. I have made several videos, but a lot of times they end up getting too long, and I try to upload them, and they don't want to upload, and it just gets to be a pain in the ass. And I know they could get me in trouble, so I don't, because that's the way it is now. You can't speak the truth anymore. It's a horrible way our country's gone.